Hello everyone, it's Pat at Beads and Plenty More, and today I'm going to talk about making this earring. Oh, I'm going to make a pair actually, but I've got one here. It's using this S shape, and just by combining those S shapes you can make a really pretty earring. And I've added a couple of crystals with the fine wire. I wired them on. So what I've got here is 18 gauge, and I've cut two pieces 2 inches long. So that's what we're going to make the S shapes with. I'm going to use round nose pliers, and I'll take the end of the wire like that, give it a turn around like that, and then go in again and give it another little twist. Then we go to the other side and do the same thing. Just not right at the tips of the pliers so that I get a little bit of a curve on there. And go around and grab and make a bigger turn. Now the next thing I want to do is lay one against the other to make sure that I've got somewhat of a match. This one's a little bit, needs to go a little further. That one's pretty good at the bottom, but it just not too bad. Okay, so that's the first one. And the second one is exactly the same. I'm going to go start a little bit up on the pliers, do one small turn, go in and grab and do a bigger turn. Go to the other side and do the same thing. Actually, this side I haven't got a good cut, so I always want to cut with the flush side so that we have a nice flat end. Otherwise it's kind of a little bit raggy end on there. So go ahead and make one turn and go back in with the pliers and make a bigger turn. That one looks a little small. So we'll just compare to the second side here. This one needs to come in a bit more. And that one I need to roll around a bit bigger. So we'll match them up like that and bring this one in a bit more. Again, they don't have to be absolutely exact. It's just we want to get them close. So there we are. Okay, so I'm going to put them on the pounding block, and I've used the round side of the hammer, and I just want to do a very gentle tapping to get a little bit of texture in them. If you do too big a tapping, you might distort them and then they won't fit together very well. So just do a very gentle tapping just to get a little bit of texture. And I've only done it on the one side. There we are. Just a nice little gentle tapping. So we'll set those together. We want to make them the opposite of this one. See, this one flares this way, so I want that one to flare that way. And I've got this little piece of masking tape, which is going to make sure I've got the height the same. Touch in together a little bit. There we are. And we'll just okay, so I'll give that a good pinch there. And I'm going to use a lightweight wire, a 28 gauge, to attach the crystals. I'll just take a piece of 28 gauge. And as I said, I used the masking tape to hold the one side together because it does tend to jiggle around on me. I think I've got them not set quite right here. I want this one to nest inside there like that, and that one to go up high. So to attach now, I'm going to go in with the wire And I like to start in the middle of the wire. I find that much easier than working with the wire on one end. Wastes a little bit of wire, but it sure makes it a lot easier to do a wrap. So come in and go around a couple of times just to get that secure. And then I'm going to attach my little crystal bead here. The bead is going to sit in between my wires here, and I'll just go to the closest area that it will attach to and do another few wraps to hold it in there nice and solid. There we are, about 3 wraps is all it takes. And then this wire gets clipped away, and we'll use a flat plier to just give it a bend in to make sure it's nice and sturdy. So then I'm going to attach the other one up at the top. I went ahead and made a shepherd hook out of 20 gauge wire. The 18 gauge was a little bit heavy, and you don't want something that's too heavy to go through the ear. Now in this case, when you make your own shepherd hooks, you do want to file the end, and these burr cup files are ideal for that. Just go in with the little file on the end of the piece there, get that into the cup, and do a little filing. Just makes it nice and smooth. So I will go ahead and finish this earring, and I'll show you at the end what the pair looks like. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.